Hi folks, video 2 of this little mini series of wearing a kilt. Video 1 was all about how to wear the kilt. This one is etiquette of how to sit in a kilt and keep your dignity and those around it. Sitting on a chair wants to be pretty simple and straightforward. So here's a chair. If you just sit down like this, then what's liable to happen is the back of the kilt is all scrunched up at the back here, under my bottom, and my legs are on the chair. No kilt there. So legs are on the chair, kilt's all scrunched up just here at the back of my bottom, which means that obviously the longer I sit here, the pleats are going to end up with scrunches everywhere, which isn't going to look too good. So the correct way to do it is a simple swish at the back, bring the kilt forward, keeping all the pleats together, and while you're doing that, at the front, the sporran, the front of the kilt, keeping that down, because men tend to sit with a kilt with the legs apart rather than crossed. So pushing the front down, the kilt and the front down with the sporran. So it goes like this. Push under with one, push down with that. Okay, now with the chair in a different position, it's facing forward. The same manoeuvre again, sitting in the chair, kilt up from the back with one hand, pushing down the front with the other hand to push the kilt down so that people sitting in front of you are not looking up the kilt. So it goes like this. So, hand under, the kilt's come forward, this hand pressing downwards, the kilt's gone down between my legs and it's held there by the weight of the sporran. At home or in a bar, anywhere like that where you've got an ice stool, you don't have to worry about pushing forward with this hand, because the motion of going onto the stool will push that forward anyway. So just back up to the stool, sit down. As you're doing that, press forward again, and perfect. Getting into a car, everyone has got their own way of getting into a car, but two hands push the kilt down backwards into the car, no problem. Okay, the sporran, this little thing that hangs around in front of you, what's it for? Well, it's for maybe lots of things, but I'll tell you what it's for me. In here there isn't a lot of room, because there's not a lot of room in these things, and you don't have any pockets when you're just wearing this, so your things have got to go somewhere, and it's generally in here. So as you noticed in the video of wearing the kilt, I did mention these, the keys that drop into there on the chain. I'll just sit those there for now. What have I got in here? Well, I've got one mobile phone, one wallet that contains cards, notes, and one purse type wallet. You can put notes in here, but I don't bother with that. This is one of those wallets that holds the change. You slide it all back, lose it on the floor, and that's your change. That's all I generally carry in my wallet, but if you was a good kilt wearer, you would probably carry one of these. If I put it in front of me, it's a little lip flask, which really is a Sporran flask. It's very thin, very thin, so it will slide in. So actually, even if I have these in here, I can slide that quite easily at the back. Get the little pin, clip it in, one Sporran. Like I said, other people might carry totally different things. My Sporran, like probably many people, that's what's in there. And the last little bit of the day, which somebody might have the bravery to ask, what do you do when you go to the toilet? Well, it's pretty simple. If you stood up, push your Sporran round, lift your kilt. If you're going into the actual toilet, or what the Americans call the stalls, then really take all this lot off, hang it on the back of the door, and that's really how you would do it. And that, in a nutshell, is it. So I'm gonna go and think I can do with one of these. Catch you later.